is a beautiful Monday in St. Louis, and it's a family affair.
We've had so much fun over the years, and to be back in this booth and with a lot of familiar voices in my head, like Tom Mead directing, it feels good.
Like I said, welcome back. We're going to have a great time tonight.
That plus a major pre-deadline deal by the Cardinals.
They say it takes two to tango. Sometimes it takes three to tango. We're talking about a three-way deal that brought Tommy Pham and Eric Fetty to the Cardinals.
You knew what the needs were for the Cardinals. You needed a starting pitcher. Eric Fetty, one of the best in the American League this year, comes over. You needed a right-handed bat. Tommy Pham, a little reunion tour for him. This is a great deal for the Cardinals. Two birds, one trade. Gotta love it.
Andre Palante will get the series started because there is a game to talk about tonight.
I think that's the most important part to remember.
Yeah, there's a baseball game.
Yes.
And Andre Palante gets the start for the Cardinals, looking for his fifth win. He's been very good in rotation. A 3.72 ERA in his 9 starts this year. First man up, Josh Smith for Texas. There's some of that soft contact. Contreras pounces, underhand throw, and in time. A terrific play by Contreras. And Josh Smith out by an eyelash.
Corey Seager playing in his 1,000th career game.
Pitch number 10 for Palante. And a swing and a miss. That's been his calling card. He really handles the lefties.
So here's Marcus Semien hitting in the 3 spot.
Base is empty for Semien. And did he go? He did. And Palante has back-to-back strikeouts. Good start for him. 1, 2, 3 in the Texas first. Here come the Cardinals.
Here's Nathan Eovaldi getting going. He's coming off a really strong start his last time out, and he's going to face the rookie shortstop Mason Wynn to begin his outing here this evening. Breaking ball. There's Seager in game number 1,000. Low the stretch, and Wynn's retired to begin the bottom of the first.
Here's Alec Burleson, left-handed batter in his second big league season, hitting .285.
Burleson rips the first one. What a play by Semien. Gold Glove performance so far, and that's a Gold Glove play for the second out of the inning.
And Wilson Contreras, the catcher, is the hitter.
So 2 quick outs for Eovaldi. And Contreras hits the first pitch on the ground. Seager over to low, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nathan Eovaldi.
1 ball, 2 strikes for Tavares, 9th place hitter. He's exhibit A on the Rangers' offensive struggles. Palante carves him up, and strikeout number 4 for Andre. 2 up, 2 down, and back to the top of the order.
And Smith puts the first one in play. Palante, tough chance, and he bobbles it. Scored a hit for Josh Smith.
Corey Seager, a strikeout victim his first time, digs in. That one bounces up. And Josh Smith to second on a very wild pitch.
There's a shot into right center field, a base hit. That one is rolling. Smith scores. Nootbaar cuts it off, but Seager up to second base, an RBI double. And the Rangers strike first, a 2-out rally, and Corey Seager in career game 1,000 with the knock.
Corey hit 4 balls over 100 miles an hour yesterday. This is first one tonight. It gives Josh Smith a chance to score standing up easily.
Bottom third of the order coming up for the Cardinals. Goldschmidt, Carpenter, and Ciani.
There's another bullet. This one eludes Seager at short.
And I would bet Corey Seager will tell you he should have made that play. It is the Cardinals' first hit of the night.
Here's Matt Carpenter getting a shot at the DH tonight. Why? Lots of head-to-head success against Eovaldi. He's 6 for 12 in his career. And a high fly ball hit deep toward right. Garcia on the run. It is long gone into the Cardinal bullpen. Carpenter strikes for the Cardinals, who take a 2-1 lead.
How good is that? Now 7 for 13 against Eovaldi. Ollie Marmol said, nope, I'm going with the veteran. And he just smashed that ball 412 feet.
Rangers with 3 singles this inning. They all count the same.
And they are loaded for Jonah Heim here with 1 out in the 4th, and the Rangers trailing 2-1.
There's a ground ball through into right field, a base hit. Langford scores. Lowell holds up at third. And Jonah Heim delivers again. He's been starting to pile up the RBIs. And a game-tying single here in the top of the 4th.
When the balanced effort starts to show up each and every night, Rangers tend to put a bunch of runs on the board. So 3 straight hits for the Rangers, 4 out of 5 hitters this inning. Rangers still have them loaded with just 1 out.
Here's Taveras. Base hit here gives the Rangers the lead. On the ground, that could be 2, but Goldschmidt's going to go to first, and that's it. So an RBI ground out, Nathaniel Lowe scores. Leody Taveras gives the Rangers the lead. So they get the lead, they give it up, but they come right back and retake it.
Here's Taveras, the number 9 hitter. Lines one down into the right field corner. This ball will get down 1 hop and will go out of play for a ground rule double with 2 out here in the 6th. That double will chase Ryan Fernandez with John King getting ready to come into the ball game. So King has to make another good pitch or 2, and this time it's Corey Seager with runners at the corners, 2 out. Should end the inning. Donovan makes the play, and the bullpen gets through a scoreless 6th. As we go into the 7th, and I'm begging Chip to do the play-by-play on this.
That one ricochets off the wall. Tough break for Burleson. Chris Roycroft greeted with a double by Marcus Semien. Then Burleson drops the ball in left, and Semien moves up an extra 90 feet. Runner at third with nobody out in a 1-run game.
Burleson almost got there, and then in his haste, with his eyes off the ball, watching the runner Semien, he missed it.
So an RBI opportunity for Adolis Garcia.
And a little chopper. There'll be only one play, and it's off the end of the glove for Arenado. The Rangers are living right tonight. More soft contact, and a high hopper brings home Semien, and Texas has doubled up the Cardinals.
But he took his eyes off the ball.
That is going to be scored an error.
Rangers add to their lead.
Nathaniel Lowe at the plate.
And Lowe cranks one out to left field. Burleson unable to do anything about it. That one is out of here. Into David Robertson's glove. Nathaniel Lowe goes deep with a 2-run shot, and the Rangers lead 6-2.
That dense air, it's hard to get through it, especially to the opposite field. So that's a great poke by Nathaniel, showing off that oppo pop.
Now 1 away with the bases loaded for Michael Ciani. Robertson ready with another 3-1 pitch. Right side, base hit. 1 run scores. And the Cardinals are a run closer, and Ciani gets a big hit.
And now the top of the order coming up. Mason Wynn will be the batter.
And he goes to the fastball, diving catch, Semien to Seager for the double play.
What a play by Marcus Semien, a ball that looked destined for center. He makes a diving catch and turns it into 2.
Just 1 more to go for the Rangers to snap this losing streak. It's Yates and Paul Goldschmidt with 2 out and nobody on. 3-2, he'll do it again. Swing and a miss, he gets him. Shut the door, Kirby Yates. He pounds his glove, and the Rangers come out of St. Louis with a series opening win.
The Rangers are 7-0 in regular season play in St. Louis. They beat the Cardinals tonight 6-3.
And Shota is back. The lefty making his way into the ballpark. Cubs and the Cardinals get ready to go at it in his game 4. And the Cubs gunning for the split.
It's hot, it's muggy, just the way we like it for the Cardinals and the Cubs in St. Louis.
The first couple of games outstanding for the Cardinals. Yesterday is one to forget, and today hopefully one to remember for Andre Pallante. Pallante making his 16th start of the season, coming off of a great one last time out against the Reds.
Second highest ground ball rate in MLB this year, way above league average. He doesn't strike out a lot of people, though.
And let's see if they can score first again today. Ian Happ leads it off, batting left-handed. Last night he hit the first pitch delivered by Eric Fetty for a home run.
Slicing liner, left field. It'll fall for a hit. And then Donovan able to keep it close by, and a single the other way for the leadoff guy. So Ian Happ stays hot.
That brings up Kyle Tucker. He's the Cubs' designated hitter today. And a swing and a miss. Pallante strikes out Tucker, 1 away.
Well, if he is feeling these couple of breaking balls, it's going to be a nice day for Andre Pallante. The slider for strike 2, and then the hammer curveball.
You're saying Suzuki, 1 out man at first.
Runner takes off, got a huge jump. That's driven to right. Burleson retreats, still going. Leaps up and makes it over the shoulder catch. Throw back to first. Chance for a double play, but the throw a little late. Now, let's see if the Cardinals are going to appeal at second. Not sure if Happ retouched.
And he is. He did not tag second base, and it is a double play. 3-6 on the double play of Ian Happ. 9-3-6 with the throw in from Burleson, who made a great over-the-head catch.
Shota Imanaga on the mound, a sight for sore eyes. Good to have him back. First start since May 4th, so the lefty ready to work against Brendan Donovan.
Yeah, May 4th, the last time we saw him away from Wrigley Field this year. He's been outstanding in 5 starts.
On the ground, Bush will take it, and
some irony there, perhaps.
No doubt.
Same exact play that he injured his hamstring on. First batter he faces.
Here's Mason Wynn. Imanaga's been tough on the Cardinals, but Mason's seen him the best.
On a hop, and it eats up Dansby Swanson and kicks into shallow left. Wynn will take a turn, but a man aboard.
Dansby got caught in between hops on a line drive. Not a bullet, but a hard line drive. He tried to backhand the ball. It bounced up to about waist level. That's one of the hardest plays for a shortstop to make.
Here's Alec Burleson. Burleson is trying to break an 0 for 8.
The 0-1. Center field, Pete Crow Armstrong back and slowing down and makes the catch.
Ball is going to fly today. Wind blowing out toward left center. Burleson hits it hard, but he's the second out.
With a man at first, and now Wilson Contreras. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Shota is back. Showtime. Mike Imanaga the second. Whatever you call him.
And Palante gets 2 outs in the air here in the second inning.
Bush, a .269 hitter, wearing red batting gloves on either hand today. Swinging a drive to right. This could go. It's got a chance. Gone. Michael Bush. Cubs lead 1-0. A line drive.
Big swing of the bat for the Cubs and Michael Bush.
Shota Imanaga leads by a run thanks to a Michael Bush homer.
Ground ball. Diving stop by Nico Horner on the outfield grass. Throws him out. Beautiful play by Nico. 2 gone, and the batter Nolan Gorman.
There's a swing and a little pop-up, shallow left. Hap coming on. Well, it's the same old world for Shota Imanaga. 1-2-3 to go the Cardinals, and it's 1-0.
Cubs have a man in scoring position now with 1 away, leading 1-0. And let's see if Kyle Tucker can drive in a run.
An OPS over 1,200. And that one fouled off.
Oh, yeah, a little shin burger.
He wears that because of a foul ball induced by Kyle Gibson in Houston last year.
Tucker waving Nick Frangella and Craig Counsell back, and they are not listening.
They continue to go over to see Tucker. Now, Tucker's had issues with his legs, fouling balls off his foot, and he's missed time. He missed a lot of time last year, in fact, doing just that. So he's given a little extra time to get himself ready to hit against Andre Palante with an 0-2 count.
Is on the ground. Contreras spears and leads Palante to the bag perfectly. There's another ground ball out. Runner at third, 2 away, and Suzuki is next.
It's a 3-2 pitch, and that's low for a ball, and he walked him. Now he has to face a very dangerous hitter with 2 runners on.
Now a left-handed batter gets a chance. Pete Crow Armstrong. And this is a potential turning point in this ball game right now.
Here goes the runner, and the pitch is hit into center field, but it's going to be handled in straightaway center field by Hampson. Palante was able to get his man. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's still 1-0 Chicago.
6 in a row now set down by Imanaga. Cubs lead 1-0, and the batter Garrett Hampson.
And a swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Shota with his 2nd strikeout of the day. Here comes the 2-2 to Donovan. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Shota 3 shutout innings.
But they're not going to score. The runner Bush from 3rd, but it loads the bases. 3 straight hits against Palante, and things are starting to unravel for him here in the 4th inning.
That's the thing about Palante and the ground ball.
Yep.
The opponents can find some openings with those.
So the Cubs get a hit with runners in scoring position, but they don't score. The bases are loaded. And now Matt Shaw is up. Line to third. 2 outs.
Well, bases loaded. Who do you want the ball hit to? How about a Platinum Glover right down there? Sinking liner, able to snag it.
So now Ian Happ stepping in. Bases loaded, 2 down. Cubs lead 1-0.
And he walked him, and the Cubs have another run. It's 2-0. Good job, Ian Happ.
And now you've got Tucker. Still 2 outs. Bush comes home and scores the 2nd Cubs run.
The 1-1 pitch coming up to Kyle Tucker. That's hit up the middle, but it's Mason Wynn who ranges to his left. He's got it, throws him out. Oh, that's a break for Andre Palante. Could have been a whole lot worse.
How about Imanaga in his return to the mound for the first time since early May? At one point today, retiring 10 in a row.
Looks like he's never missed a beat. He's just come in, throwing strikes. He's a good fastball. Excellent split finger.
For Imanaga, he has been in complete command.
And Shota, 5 shutout here today. And good work in the return of the lefty.
Shota is cruising in his return. After 5, it's the Cubs with a 2-0 lead in St. Louis.
Bottom 7. And with the pitching change, it'll be Brad Keller to take over. And the Cubs pitching has been excellent.
Back-to-back walks with 1 out.
You know, you just want to get him refocused on what are you trying to accomplish with this pitch? Where do you want it?
Well, Thomas Saggese is the proverbial key man in the inning. 2 aboard, 1 out.
The 0-2. Chop towards third. Shaw up with it. Steps on third, and that's all they get.
So the Cardinals still alive here in the 7th. First and second, 2 outs. And let's see how carefully they pitch Mr. Gorman here. He can turn around anybody's fastball. And Keller's got a good one.
Fly ball center field. Pete Crow Armstrong racing. And he makes a sliding catch. PCA tracks it down, and it stays 2-0.
This time it's Kyle Leahy. He's the third man to answer the phone after Riley O'Brien and JoJo Romero.
Cubs have men at first and third, nobody out, looking for some much needed insurance here in a 2-0 game. The runner at first goes, Swanson. The throw to second, and now heading home and scoring is Pete Crow Armstrong. They've got Swanson in a rundown. He gets tagged out. But the Cubs get a run. Wilson Contreras surprisingly just threw the ball to second base. Pete Crow Armstrong, as soon as he saw the throw go to second, he lit out for home and didn't even draw a throw.
First things first, Daniel Palencia to slam the door here on the Cardinals in that closer sweet spot with the 3-0 lead.
The 12th double for Burleson, and now Wilson Contreras.
And pitch number 5 almost got him. Did it? It did. Contreras hit up and in. He's John with Palencia, who said, I'm not trying to hit you. He just brought the tying run to the plate. 13th time Contreras has been hit. He's aboard for the 3rd time today.
Contreras talking to Palencia, who talks right back to him.
I think Contreras just got hot quickly because of the, his velocity and everything.
Well, the Cardinals have been down by 3 runs a few times on this homestand to come back late. The tying run is Nolan Arenado.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Arenado is gone. There's 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Palencia gets back-to-back strikeouts.
Gorman has hit 2 home runs in this series. He comes up representing the tying run as the Cardinals are down to their last out, trailing 3-0.
Struck him out. Ball game. Cubs win. Palencia finishes it off.
And now Wilson Contreras being restrained by some of his teammates.
I don't know what Wilson, there are times where he just does these things and you don't have any understanding why.
As far as I could tell, it was just a little bit of a brief shouting match between Wilson Contreras, and I'm not sure if anyone was even shouting back at him.
Cubs win, that's the main thing.
Luis Ortiz, a hard-throwing right-hander on the mound for the Guardians.
And Ortiz has been outstanding, especially at home over his 6 starts, a 3 ERA, 46 Ks to just 14 walks. So what I'm watching for is being able to command the baseball, command the strike zone in the first couple innings, because he has a 6 ERA in the first 2 innings.
Brendan Donovan is waiting for the first pitch from Ortiz. Now the pitch. Donovan hits that hard into center, a base hit, and Donovan is 6 out of 7 against Luis L. Ortiz.
Here's Mason Wynn, the shortstop.
As he throws his bat at that, it looked like he fouled it, but he was walking off as if he had struck out. We'll often see the batter give himself up in that way, and now the Guardians want to know what the deal is here. Stephen Vogt is the manager for Cleveland, and he's on his way out trying to understand what just happened as we take a look on this breaking ball.
Oh, wow.
He missed it entirely. And here a chopper toward the shortstop. Arias grabs it, flips to second for 1, over to first for 2. It's a double play, so that worked out even worse for the Cardinals.
You know what they say in that basketball game 21, the ball don't lie.
Here's Alec Burleson.
His little number toward the third base side, and Ortiz unable to field his position as Burleson reaches on an infield hit. So Ortiz got his feet crossed up there.
Here's Wilson Contreras.
And he hits this ball in the air to right center field. Easy for Lane Thomas, former Cardinal out there, who makes the catch to end the inning.
Stephen Kwan, the left fielder, Lane Thomas, the center fielder, and Kyle Manzano, the first baseman. They're up facing Sonny Gray.
Juan lines it right to Contreras at first, 1 away.
Lane Thomas fouling out. Here's Kyle Manzardo.
1 ball, 2 strikes as Manzardo takes strike 3 called, and Sonny Gray issues a 1-2-3 first.
David Fry, the DH.
Now the pitch.
David Fry trying to check his swing, but he could not. That is strike 3 and the second strikeout for Sonny Gray tonight. 1 away here in the second inning.
Daniel Schneemann is the batter.
1 ball, 2 strikes as Schneemann takes strike 3 called. That backup breaking ball over the outside corner as Sonny Gray gets his 3rd consecutive strikeout, 2 away.
Nolan Jones 0 for his last 7.
And he swings and misses here as Sonny Gray strikes out the side in the second.
We go to the top of the 3rd inning. It is a scoreless game, and the Cardinals have now gone 24 innings.
I don't like that scoreless thing.
Nope. Let's stop that right now with Pages, Victor Scott II, and Brendan Donovan. There's a hard hit ball to left field. That could be out of here, and it is. A big fly for Pedro Pages. His 6th of the year. 1-0 Cardinals, and they do indeed break their scoreless streak with 1 swing of the bat from their catcher.
That pitch is wide, and he walked him on 4. That'll bring up the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Hit into a double play his first time up.
The tapper near the second base bag. It is grabbed by Martinez for the force out there on Donovan. 2 outs with Mason Wynn taking over at first.
Here's Alec Burleson.
That throw gets away from first base, and now Mason Wynn will take off. Good job by Martinez to go out and get it, keeping Wynn only to second base on that throwing error by Ortiz, which will be his 2nd error of this game. There's a drive to right field, hit pretty well. Jones goes back to the wall, and that ball is gone. 2 homers in this inning for the Cardinals. Alec Burleson has his 10th of the year, and it's 3-0 St. Louis.
There's the crooked number we wanted. And the Cardinals, who hadn't scored in 24 innings, have plated 3 here in the 3rd.
It's a great start so far for Sonny Gray. 12 in a row set down by Gray to start this game as David Fry begins the bottom of the 5th inning. The DH for the Guardians tonight. Hits this one off the end of his bat to shallow right center. Brendan Donovan gets out for it and makes the play. 1 out.
That's now 7 outs, Wayne. 3 pitches or less.
2 up, 2 down for the Guardians, and here comes Nolan Jones trying to solve Sonny Gray.
A liner into right field, base hit. So Jones gets on with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. It's the first hit for the Guardians, and it breaks that string of 14 in a row set down by Sonny Gray to start the game. Out of the stretch, 1 pitch ends the inning. Gabriel Arias lines out to Arenado. Sonny Gray in cruise control so far tonight.
But my goodness, 3 hits for Cleveland the last 2 days. 3-0 Cardinals, 6th inning. Alec Burleson.
Burleson gets into one, hitting it high in the air, deep left center field. Thomas back at the wall, and that ball is off the wall. Burleson digs, and he makes it standing at second. Burleson has a double to go along with his 10th home run of the year. A ground out, a fly out after the lead double by Burleson. So now it's up to Nolan Arenado.
The fly ball to right hit pretty well. Nolan Jones backing up, still going. It's over his head. It's off the wall. So Nolan Arenado drives that one out to right to bring home Burleson. It's an RBI double and a tack-on run for the Cardinals. They lead it 4-0.
For Nolan Arenado, that is career double 399, his 12th of the year.
Sonny Gray, 6-5 lifetime with a 3.5 ERA against Cleveland in 19 previous starts. Brilliant tonight.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's strikeout number 7 for Sonny Gray. He's gotten Naylor twice.
Sonny Gray hangs that leg and deals a swing and a miss, strike 3. Martinez strikes out. Sonny struck out the side in the 2nd inning, and he's out to do the same thing here in the 6th, but he'll have to go through Stephen Kwan.
There's another roller from Kwan. Contreras goes way over, but Sonny Gray able to cover the bag, and that makes it another clean inning for Sonny Gray.
And Sonny Gray will work to Lane Thomas. He has faced 19 batters only in this game and has gotten ahead of 17 of them. 17 of 19. First pitch strikes.
That's right down the middle for strike 3. 9th strikeout for Gray. 1 out. Strike 3 called to Manzardo. That one on the inside corner, and that's the 10th strikeout for Sonny Gray. There's a long drive to center field. Sonny Gray has been magnificent tonight. 68 pitches to give 7 scoreless innings.
Back-to-back walks coming with 2 outs. Arenado hit his 12th double of the year That's number 399 in his career.
Lines this one to left center field. That's a base hit. Contreras rounds third. He heads home. Heading for third base is Nootbaar, the second RBI for Nolan Arenado tonight, and it's all Cardinals, 5-0. Bottom of the 8th here in Cleveland, and it is Sonny Gray working on a one-hitter through 7 innings. He has a 5-0 lead. He's only thrown 68 pitches. It's a fly ball to left field, easy for Nootbaar, and once again a very quick out for Sonny Gray on 2 pitches to Schneemann. Inside out swing, backing up is Arenado, gets in position to throw out Nolan Jones. So 2 up, 2 down as Nolan Jones, the only man who has even reached base for Cleveland, makes the second out of this 8th inning. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sonny Gray with a throwback performance tonight. 11 strikeouts, 8 shutout innings, and under 80 pitches to boot. What a performance on this Friday night in Cleveland.
Sonny Gray, a one-hit shutout, leads 5-0. A season-high 11 strikeouts, hasn't walked a batter. 78 pitches through 8 innings.
It's been Sonny Gray shows tonight.
Bo Naylor, the number 8 hitter and catcher.
Bo Naylor on the first pitch lines out to Arenado. 79 pitches, 8 1/3 shutout innings here for Sonny Gray. He has retired all but 1 batter. 25 out of 26. And now Martinez with a fly ball to right center. Victor Scott's racing back onto the track. He makes the catch. And a fly ball left field. It's Nootbaar backing up. He's there. Sonny Gray, spectacular. Nearly perfect. A one-hitter. He allowed 1 base runner. And he goes the distance to shut out the Guardians tonight. 5-0 the final.